And when I do, how would you like to be my crew? On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play. On the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay, lemonade stand everywhere, crack the jack band.
gun was available at hand at some point. The shooters range in age from 5 years old to 53 years old. 64% of them were in K through 12, and 11 of the shooters in total, out of all the incidents, had attempted or completed suicide after the incident occurred. So, I don't know if too many people knew about that, but I was kind of surprised when I read the story on Twitter. I was surprised to hear that there was that many shootings, because usually you hear about them when they happen, and the only ones that we've heard about that we've reported on recently are the Purdue University Lafayette shooting. So
that was a pretty big deal too, since it was so close to home.
yeah, but what I want to know is, like, in the schools in Highland, are they using metal detectors, or do they do like random locker searches now?
Well, I know they do random locker searches for drugs and such. They also do like they have a policeman on duty. So that's another thing. Forget what our policeman's name is, but they call it like the school monitor.
What do they do actively? What kind of active steps are the schools taking to make sure that guns or firearms don't enter the school environment?
I don't think they are.
So they don't do anything in the Highland schools at all
Nothing to
to
my
actively deter it on a daily basis. Yeah.
That's
They check backpacks when they do these searches.
They just check, generally they check the lockers, and I think that it's unexpected, so no one's given any notice about it.
Do they let the kids carry backpacks around with them during the day?
No, they do not.
So they don't carry backpacks.
No, that's actually something that I wish that we would be able to do, but they don't let us. They let that happen in the high school though, so maybe they do take more precautionary steps.